Okay, so we've gone on to the final ingredient in our 10-day cleanse and restore kit, which is the probiotics. Now, I figured out how to get this to focus. Here we go. PB Assist is dōTERRA's probiotic. Now these you take, do not take these for the whole 30 days. Only take these for the last 10 days. Okay? So you've had your first 10 days of preparing the ground. You've had your second 10 days of taking the big guns, okay? And you can still take everything else at the same time. A lot of people like to stop. They might stop taking this whilst they're taking this. But then for the last 10 days, I would definitely make sure you're taking all of these. You stop that one, and then you make sure that the last 10 days you're taking these two, okay? This one I've already talked about. This is going to help, again, heal the lining of your gut if you have any gut issues. And this is where you replace the friendly bacteria that may have been affected when you took the GX Assist. So in my experience, this is a lot safer than taking antibiotics in terms of your gut health. A lot of people I see, a lot of my clients, they come to me with candida infections which they received and which heavily flare up after they take antibiotics. So that antibiotics has really upset their gut health, and they're getting bloating, wind, gassy, pain, uncomfortable, all kinds of indigestion, sugar cravings, wheat cravings, and all sorts of other symptoms. And that often comes up after they've taken antibiotics, and then the fungus infection flares up. So this will kill off the fungus infection as well as bacterial infections in your gut, of bacteria that you don't want. But of course, our gut, there are more bacteria cells in us than there are cells that are us. We have evolved from bacteria and we couldn't survive without bacteria. We need bacteria to survive, to digest our food, but it's got to be the right bacteria in the right places at the right time in the healthy balance. So this is basically just going to top you up with all those friendly, digestive, beneficial bacteria. This is your probiotics. And what's really unique and clever about the dōTERRA probiotic delivery system is, so can I get this in focus? There. So you see it's got like a green capsule inside a clear white capsule. It's double encapsulated, okay? Which is really quite smart, because basically the green bit, I can't actually open it because it's properly stuck. It's a veggie cap. So the green bit is your probiotics, and inside the clear vegetable capsule is your prebiotics. So the reason these need to be separated is because you need them at different times of your digestive process and in different parts of your body. So when you swallow probiotics that you buy over the counter, they could be in a liquid form, in a powder form, or in just a single capsule form. 90% of them, most of them, are going to get killed off by the acid in your stomach, okay? So the gastric acid is there for a reason, to protect you from the bacteria that we pick up, that we will swallow just from everyday life that we pick up on our hands. The gastric acid is there for a reason. It protects us from infections through things that we swallow. So it's a very high, it's supposed to be very acidic, and that's healthy, that's beneficial. But most probiotics that we swallow will be killed off, and they won't survive to reach our gut where we want them to be. So for this reason, the medical profession has gotten around this issue by doing what they call fecal transplants. So they basically take poo from a healthy person with a healthy gut biome, and they transplant that poo into someone with a less healthy gut biome. But obviously, in order to do that, it's quite invasive and it's pretty disgusting and it's kind of not, let's say, what you want to do. So unless you have to, I'm sure it can be beneficial and they do it for a reason. But I would prefer to try and avoid that, to just take my probiotics in a double capsule. So what happens with this capsule is when you swallow it, the first clear capsule dissolves in, it's designed to dissolve in the acid of your stomach, and there it delivers the prebiotics which can survive that acid. Okay, now prebiotics are basically food for the probiotics, so it's bacteria food, it's stuff that they love to thrive on. And then the little green capsule is designed specifically not to dissolve in the stomach acid. It's protected by the other one in part, but it dissolves only once it's passed through out of the stomach into the ileum and the duodenum and into the next parts of your intestines, okay? These really long squiggly intestines. That's where you want the prebiotics to be delivered. And that's what's smart about this double encapsulation, is the green part only dissolves it where you want it in your intestines. So then the probiotics get delivered into your intestines where they're already swimming in their own food, in the prebiotics, plus of course all the food that you've eaten and the other products, you know, that you have in this kit. So generally speaking, I don't necessarily think you need to take probiotics on an ongoing basis, because if they're like seeds, you plant them into fertile soil and they will grow rapidly, they will just sprout. So that's what the prebiotics are here to help. These however many millions of probiotics that are in the little green bit, they will grow and they will re-establish the gut biome, a healthy gut environment. So however, because there's so much antibiotics used in modern farming, so especially if you eat meat or drink milk or eat dairy, we are having a lot of antibiotics, not necessarily that we're aware of, because it's been fed to the animals that we then eat the animal products from. So we're getting antibiotics that way. There are other products in our modern lifestyle that can affect or disrupt the gut biome. And obviously if you've had antibiotics or if you have any kind of digestive issues, it's probably a good idea to have a course of probiotics regularly. So some people do like to use these every single day because it just makes that much of a difference and it really supports them. And others just take them occasionally, like when they need them for a specific reason, if they're traveling and they have, you know, they're having food that they're not used to, or just as a top up, or as part of this gut cleanse. Okay, so that is the dōTERRA PB Assist, which stands for probiotic. It's going to assist you to digest your food, have all the healthy bacteria, replenish your gut biome at the end of the 30-day gut cleanse and restore kit. Okay, so that's your final, very clever and very effective probiotics. So that's it. I'll just wrap up in the next video.